drills it low and hard and picks out Luke Burt on the second bounce, and Burt brings it just back beyond the Parramatta 30. Keating goes across to Ryan Morgan, who's been with this side at various stages. Had some real defensive lapses at the beginning of the season. It's the second meeting between these two sides, and Penrith, they lapped them 39-6 earlier in the season at Parramatta Stadium. It was a dark old night for the Eels defensively that night, as Sando shows it again. He gives it off to Blair to play it at the halfway line with 2 plays left in this set. Now Paul works it forward. A good run by the front rower. And they put some pressure on the back three here. Let's see what they offer up. It's Kelly. Goes with the midfield bomb option out towards Waiselli once again. And this one goes backwards. If Waiselli picks it up on the gallop, there might be a problem. Did he get a hand on it? We'll wait and see what they say. It could well be an Eels feed here.
So out off Parramatta.
Still no call as yet. They might just wait and see what the video referee makes of this. Well, Waiselli got a touch with his boots.
It's a Penrith feed.
I don't think he meant to play that.
Oh boy, I think if you're going to the ball, chasing it in that fashion, and the ball touches you,
Kevin,
I think you might be entitled to have been judged to have played at it. Anyway, you get the call perhaps, the fortune for them.
Their fifth tackle options have been poor. That was another poor kick. Their previous kick was a poor one. You have to finish your sets with a good kick.
We've had 2 poor ones in a row from Hayne and Kelly respectively. Go across to Grant. Tries to spin there in the tackle of Manor and Ryan, and also Keating. Keep going down the right-hand side. Walsh holds it up and delivers a nice soft ball there for Clint Newton to take it down just outside the Parramatta 20. Play 5 here for Walsh. What has he got? Puts it back underneath for Plum to take it forward. Give them a wide left-hand side. They can head towards Jennings. Instead, they go back down the short side as Walsh hooks it back across the face of the upright. Sando standing underneath it. Coote was there again trying to tap it backwards. Might have got a hand to it, but he tapped it straight back to Ben Smith.
Yeah, it's good work there by Ben Smith, getting in a position to take advantage of any crumbs. They're hanging in here, Parramatta. They're not creating enough uncertainty when they have the ball. They haven't conceded a lot of points. So their confidence should grow.
Feeding out of dummy half, linking up with Manor. Set upon there by trio of Panthers over the top, including Grant and also Serraldo. Now Payne will kick from inside the 40. He was looking for a 40-20, didn't have a lot of angle to work with. And as a result, Coote was able to get to it on the full. Sando down there chasing hard. Got himself down a couple of times defensively last week against his old club with his good kick chase, Chris Sando, but looked for a big hit too often with a shoulder charge, as he can do at times.
Well, you have to be effective in defence, and if you're going to kick early, as there's a rake from Ben Smith and Chris Sando involved in the tackle, if you're going to kick early like Jared Hayne did, the chase has to be down there and can't allow the fullback to return the ball and chew up the metres. By tackle 2, they're over the 40-metre zone, and you just put yourself under too much pressure. Now they've given away a penalty, and here they come, the men in pink.
On the attack again from the Panthers as Lewis slips over, coming towards Chase Blair. Kingston through the hands of Serraldo. Plum on the angle, going back in towards Manor and Hindmarsh. Paul is still there, no changes as yet from either side. Paul has made 20 tackles in the opening 18 minutes here tonight. Psycher now. Newton, it goes with the hands of Coote in behind Daniela, and Waiselli will hang on to it and keep the ball in play. 10 metres out from the Eels line. Still with tackles to work with. Again, another ball hits the deck now. Walsh goes over the top. Back to Lewis and Jennings. He said, I want you there. He gave it. Simmons now gets a chance. Back away from the sideline. It goes across to Walsh. They're set to the right-hand side, but Plum will just steady things and take it towards the uprights and play it outside the 10. Kingston coming back to Walsh. Grubbering. A tough one there for Blair. He couldn't come up with it. And it will be 6 more tackles for Penrith.
And I like the thinking there from Penrith halfback Luke Walsh. They played some razzle-dazzle football. They kept the ball alive. But he actually stayed composed on the next play and thought, no, we need to go back to building pressure rather than getting caught playing touch football. So he tried to roll it in the in goal. And Blair's made an error. But Penrith, they get another set of 6 in the good field position.
As you can see from that graphic, Parramatta yet to have a tackle inside Penrith's 20-metre zone. This will be number 13 right here. For the Panthers, they head to the right-hand side. Syker passing on the outside there of Morgan. They're able to stay with him, and now Weissel. Takes it away from dummy half. Not much doing for the winger. Plays it for Daniela. Now Syker again. Wasn't expecting that, I don't think. As a result, has to take it forward, and Walsh is behind the play, barking instructions. Trying to get something organised, a bit of shape, a bit of structure about their attack. Here it is now for Walsh. Kingston take it after the pass. Coote gives it to Jennings. Plenty of blue and gold jumpers in front of him. And they've used up 4 plays. Not a great set so far from Penrith. Here's Walsh coming back to the middle. Grant has been their pattern. And play number 5 taking it towards the uprights. 10 metres away. They come back to Walsh again. Now he heads back towards the post, puts a grubber in, but that man Hayne is there. Read that one very nice.
Great defence from Parramatta. They're defending their line. They're working hard for one another. They're being aggressive. They're getting up. They're being effective with their contact.
Working away through Hindmarch. Goal line defence at times this year, Parramatta has been thin. Part of the reason they're mired in the cellar at the moment in 16th position. Now 1 lapse against Luke Lewis. It's been too bad tonight. Fui Moi standing by to get a chance. Here's Hayne again from inside the 40. Aloft this one over the head of Coote. Didn't really put a lot of effort into that. And that almost went 60 on the fly. Has a big kick. Parramatta fullback.
Yeah, and that's a good sign for Parramatta. They kick the ball and they present a line to Lachlan Coote. They haven't had a lot of possession, but they're still moving forward aggressively off their line.
Time for a chatty, mate. Time for a chat.
High shot.
5.
That's another penalty against Parramatta. The penalty count is mounting. I think that's their 5th penalty. Parramatta haven't received one tonight, but they're hanging in. They're going okay.
Just the left forearm of Nathan Hindmarsh catching Simmons high. And reason for the whistle, and now Lewis takes it back into Parramatta territory. With a hand of Silrado, a bit of tip-on work through the Penrith forwards. Of the nature of the Bulldogs and what they've done so far in 2012, though, as Syker comes across to Jennings with the left foot step again. A real handful for Blair once more. We'll play it eventually here. 25 away from the Eels line. It goes from Syker across to Grant. A lot of touches. Oh boy, and he goes through the full 360 here, and no whistle for a dangerous slow tackle against the Eels. And I've got away with one right there. I'll play it through Serraldo, goes across to Syker. He links up with Walsh, with dummies, puts a kick in once again. Burt was up in the front line, and as a result, Hayne has to come across and take it out of play.
Yeah, again, good defence by Parramatta. And they have to hold their composure here, Penrith. They can't panic. They've had the majority of possession. They're only 6 points in front, and you see teams with all that possession start to panic. And they look at the scoreboard and think we need to be more in front. And they start being a bit adventurous with the football, and they start making errors themselves.
20 to go, boys.
So this is a test of their patience as well.
Want to be on the line here, Jared. Want to be on the line.
See if they can hang on once again here. Hayne with the goal line dropout. Not a clean strike. 450 metres, though, as they work it forward. The Panthers through Nigel Plum. Penalty count really hurting Parramatta. They've done so much tackling at this end of the field. Already 18 tackles inside their own 20 that they've had to absorb. And they've cracked once. Moi is out there making the tackle on Grant. Here's Kingston coming to Lewis, looking towards Syker and Jennings. This time Syker hanging on to it. Eventually he'll be Wrapped up here by Chase Blair. 3 tackles gone. Serraldo again, into first this season, doing plenty of tipping on Coote. Bouncing off one defender before being wrapped up there by Matt Ryan. Just outside the Parramatta 10. Kingston, he goes to Walsh. Quick hands across to Newton, standing in the tackle. Morgan and Hindmarsh had him wrapped up, and with some help there from Kelly, they take him to ground. One more play. Daniela dropping back. Give it to Walsh again, a kick. Not a bad one, but up above them was Jared Hayne. He got some help from the men in front of him, Sando and Smith in particular. Sio gets the whistle to get it going quickly and runs it back for a gain of 15 off the tap restart.
Yeah, good work by the winger, Kenny Sio. That's followed up with a good run from Luke Burt, and now they've got their first penalty of the night. And Penrith, while they're moving the ball from sideline to sideline, Parramatta are handling that well. I'd like to see Penrith adapt and change to the central focus being Kevin Kingston out of dummy half. I think they're a much better team when Kevin Kingston gets them rolling through the middle and they play off him a little bit more. They can bring the forwards on the advantage line, playing behind the ruck. At this stage, Parramatta are handling that side-to-side football.
10's here, boys. Michael. I'm Michael Jennings.
Up in the Eels offer up here. Here is Moy raising a forearm there as he went towards Dane Weston, who is out there now. No call from the referees. Towards the left edge they go again, Parramatta, bypassing Hayne this time. Morgan playing it from Burt. Goes to Kelly. Turns Mitch Allgood back underneath him. They're playing about 15 away from the Penrith line. The first real foray inside the Panthers 20. Here's Sando showing it inside, going to the outside for Blair, up against Jennings. What a ball out the back for Sio. Try and put it down. I don't know that he got this.
No, he's going to be a handful when he
check
grows into his body, Chase Blair.
The touch line and the dead ball line.
He's been terrific in a limited space of time in first grade, Chase Blair, getting on the outside of Jennings. Yeah, throwing it around the corner to Kenny Sio. Sio does a fantastic job to react and control the ball. Oh, Lachlan Coote kicking it out of his hands. That's a try saver from the Penrith fullback. I thought he may have lost the ball trying to put it down, Ken Sio. But Lachlan Coote coming across. You can see Blair getting it around the body of a couple of Penrith players as he was going over the sideline, and Coote comes from nowhere, and that is a try saver.
Video referee Phil Cooley will spin up the red lights. No try as expected. And you would say goal line dropout because of the play by Coote, definitely playing at the ball and kicking it out of the hand of CO.
I'll explain
and it will be a goal line dropout.
No, it's a goal line dropout.
I think we've well and truly established over the last month or so, Laurie, at various levels of the game, that if you play it with your hand or your boot in that fashion, it's going to go against you.
Yep, most definitely. Most definitely.
Stay inside here.
That wasn't a great sign, though, for Penrith.
I'm going to be on the line here.
Yeah, Parramatta haven't had many chances down this end of the field, and they nearly opened them up.
And the goal line dropout proves to be an awkward one to handle there. Bypass Jared Hayne. Allgood had to wait for it. And as a result, he's tackled at the halfway line. Keating goes to Moy. Good charge in the previous set of 6 to get them going in the right direction. Now Keating holding it up there for Hindmarsh. It's up a couple of metres as he goes back inside the 40-metre line, but they've already used up 3 plays here, Parramatta. Kelly going to the first man, Matt Ryan. Keating waiting at dummy half. Goes to Hindmarsh. Here is Sando. Lewis was out looking for him. There might be a chance out wide. There will be for Jennings. And it's a good thing that Sando got to him quickly. On the counter-attack. Here comes